Hey guys, this is WWE Commitment 13 back at you with another video, and this is my 10 guys to watch in 2011. Just by the name, well, it's gonna say superstars or whatever. These are the guys, the males, obviously, the male wrestlers that you guys need to watch out for whatever reason. If I think they're gonna have great matches or they're gonna win, titles or go to the main event. Whatever. Whatever I may think. And I will explain that as I go down the list. And this time, I tried to make it a second ago, but I was having trouble remembering people. So I just pre-wrote them down. And I'll start off with the WWE. There are 10 of them, but they are not in order. I didn't want to sit here and try to prioritize them in order. So these are just the 10 guys that I think you should look out for. Mason Ryan. I know people have said he's not the best in ring, and that he's a Batista wannabe, but I actually really like Mason Ryan. I like his in-ring work to an extent. I mean, it's not the greatest, obviously. It's not the best. And I haven't heard him on the mic very much. But I know he's not the greatest on the mic, but, I kind of like him, And I expect to see good things in the future of Mason Ryan. Next guy, Justin Gabriel. I really think that he's going to win some titles this year. I'm not saying he's going to go to the main event. It's possible. But I do think that he is going to win the Intercontinental and Tag Team titles probably sometime this year. Sheamus. Sheamus had a great year last year, in my opinion. But I think it's just going to get even better this year. I think Sheamus is going to win the title a couple more times. I think, though, that they should have him go back and maybe win the U.S. title or the tag titles. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But, they did kind of elevate him. That's the one thing I didn't like about Sheamus' push is that now he's in the WWE title, and I'm sitting here. I can't take him. I can't, it doesn't make sense for him to hold the, or the U.S. or the tag titles. So I'm sitting here going, I don't know what to do with him besides put him in the main event. But I digress. And then the next guy you have to watch in 2011 is the WWE Champion, the awesome one, The Miz. He's already WWE Champion starting out 2011, and I really think the rest of this year is going to be great for The Miz. I just think it's just going to be amazing, and I think we should all just freaking fasten our seatbelts and enjoy the ride. Next guy, John Morrison. A lot of guys have said that they think he deserves the main event spot. I'm kind of torn, because I do agree that he does have the talent and the charisma, and he does have decent mic skills. So I can see why you would think he deserves to be in the main event, but at the same time, he's not exactly the kind of guy that they usually back. But I do think that there's going to be big things in this year for John Morrison. Great matches, great rivalries. I just cannot wait to see what John Morrison does this year. Number 5, Dolph Ziggler. I see really bright things in this kid's future. I see probably, a world title run or two, maybe some other runs with titles, and I think that would be great for him. I think he's going to have a really great year this year, so yeah. Drew McIntyre is going to be in the main event by the end of the year. Guaranteed. That's simple. Derrick Bateman, he's going to win NXT, and him and Daniel Bryan are going to become the tag team champions. And that's it. Oh, that's not it. I mean, he's going to do other stuff, but that's just, yeah. That's why he's on the list. CM Punk, I really think he's going to jump back into the main event. If not on Raw, they'll put him back on SmackDown and put him in the main event. And I'll explain that more in another video I'm either going to make tonight or tomorrow. Whatever tonight or tomorrow is. I'm making this at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to explain my whole theory on what they should do with SmackDown and Raw in my next video. But CM Punk is definitely going to be back in the main event by the end of the year, as I said about Drew McIntyre, but CM Punk's going to be back in the main event. Daniel Bryan, I think there's going to be loads of great matches and all of that. And I really think we need to watch Daniel Bryan because I really think WWE is going to give him a push. You know, I really think Daniel Bryan is another one of those that will be in the main event by the end of the year, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Now, on to TNA. Scratch my neck. Starting out the TNA list, we've got Chris Sabin. Now, I know he's kind of been stagnant. You know, it took him all year to get the TNA Tag Team titles with Alex Shelley as the Motor City Machine Guns. And he's basically done nothing else. But I really think Chris Sabin's going to come out onto his own in this year. I'm not saying he's going to be in the world title, but I could see him winning the X Division title a few more times and maybe even, you know, the tag titles with Chris Sabin a couple, or Alex Shelley a couple more times. Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal. He's kind of tough. I do think he is must. He's one of those guys you need to watch this year. But, you know, I thought he was going to get a push in the main event last year. And look how that happened. I'm optimistic. But not, like, really, really optimistic. Now, the next guy, Matt Hardy. I really think he's going to do better in TNA. I don't know if he's going to be in the world title. But I could definitely see him in the X Division, or even in the Tag Division, or winning the TV title. I think that'd be great for Matt. Jeff Hardy, he's already TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He's doing great. His promos are better as a heel. He's doing 10 times better as a heel. His matches are great, as far as I've seen, you know. And I could totally see him and Matt winning the tag team titles. Maybe even Jeff winning the X title. All that stuff. AJ Styles is the next guy I think we should watch. I feel AJ's going to win the world title a couple times this year. You know, maybe even put him back in the X Division since the X Division's they're trying to the X Division. But I just know that this is going to be a good year for AJ Styles. I have a feeling. Suicide is the next guy. Again, another one of those guys I'm not going to say he's going to be in the main event, because he probably won't be, but I really think he's going to do good in the X Division. Kazarian, I could see anything from him. I mean, this guy is talented as a mug. The dude, he fits everywhere. He's good in tag teams. He's good as far as I've seen. He's good in the X Division. He can hang with the heavyweights. You know, guy's just multifacetedly talented. You know, so definitely watch out for Kazarian this year. Next guy, Robert Roode. I see him breaking away from James Storm and going on to do his own thing as a singles competitor. I've always liked Robert Roode as a singles competitor. I never really liked James Storm. Never really was really big on him. I only like him as one half of Beer Money. I didn't even really like him as half of America's Most Wanted. But, you know, I really see big things in the future for Robert Roode. Next guy, Samoa Joe. Definitely got to see him back in the main event. Maybe some more X title reigns, maybe a couple tag title reigns, Except for that, they've got that whole thing with Joe being a loner and not being with anyone, that kind of thing. So, stuff to say. But the final guy from TNA I think you should watch in 2011 is Mr. Anderson. Now, his 2010 was very, very rough. But I feel like he's already won the TNA title once in 2011. He's probably going to win it a couple more times. I think 2011 will be a good year. Mr. Anderson. Wait for it. Anderson. Yeah, that's right. So please comment below on who you think we should watch in 2011. And please leave video responses and do the same thing I did. Do your top 10 from WWE, your top 10 from TNA, or your top 10 from both. Please, I really want to hear your feedback, so please leave video responses, comments, and all that fun stuff down in the comments section below. Have fun with it. Seriously. Do it, dudes. Peace.